God has taken one of the most despised, rejected, and suffering men on this planet and made him king over it. Maybe because God sees the world as despised, rejected, and suffering. And by lifting me up, he is able to lift the whole planet up and give it life. We shall take over this world with the speed of a lightning strike. The church, who is my wife, is supposed to be giving people life. But if the way she has been treating me is any indication of how she is treating others, then she has actually been sucking the life out of them, like the whore of Babylon does. This ought not be. All we have to do is seize control of the right city, and the whole world will follow. Which city do you think we should pick? Which city do you think I have chosen? You must not allow time for those that oppose us to react. When I give the command, you must act immediately. People say they don't like change, but then they don't say anything about all the disorder in the world. You may not like what I'm doing, but it is in the best interest of God's children. The prosperity I offer you has nothing to do with money. I guarantee you I will restore true order and prosperity to those that are with me. If I give a command to arrest the senior officers of a group, those that are part of us must carry out my orders immediately. When I issue the arrest order, I will tell you whether I want you to disband the group or to assume full command of it. I am a hardline radical, and even if I had sought your consent, it really wouldn't have mattered whether you gave it or not. God has already given me the authorization. That is why I did not ask for anyone else's permission. I am about to give you a new idea of what normal is. Yes, it was to the benefit of all God's children and His kingdom that Jesus died the first time. However, if you think that will work more than one time, then let me prophesy for you. You're going to end up looking like a real anus, because you're going to be tried in a court of law for wanting to have the high priest killed, especially if it's brought to my attention. I am the Son of God and chosen by our Heavenly Father to be the high priest to gather all His scattered children together and make them one. I am not going to let anyone stop me. If you don't think I'm the king, then I suggest you be silent about it until you do, because it is the only way for you to make sure I don't find out nothing. Because if I do hear, then you'll realize that I feel it is would be better to let you die in the lake of fire than let this holy mountain perish because of your unbelief. You need to follow me and believe me. Don't choose to follow those that don't believe me, or you will have no place in God's temple. You need to allow yourself to be cleansed of all doubt before the time God passes over and pronounces judgment on you. If you do all that I say so we can fulfill and accomplish God's plan, then I'll let you stay and be part of New Jerusalem. If not, then you should go now. Anyone that speaks publicly against us needs to be reported so that we might arrest them. This storm is so big that its clouds cover the whole world. This is a feast for those that accept my coming and think I'm Jesus. I'm not saying you can't think for yourself, but do realize that what you put your faith in will determine how you end up. If you're looking for Jesus and you think I am He, then I will cleanse you, and you will be part of my country of light. If you don't think I am, and you won't follow me, then you'll be moving to the country of death, where you'll meet everyone else that thinks for themselves. Just because you are a good and caring person, it doesn't mean you have Jesus in you. There are even priests who are denying me, and for the most part, they're decent people also. If you want Jesus in you, then let everyone else see that you love Him by loving me. All these miraculous signs God has me showing you is so that you will not only think that I am Jesus, but that you will know that I am. God has allowed me to go on like this so I can take this place away from the unbelievers. Everything I have been saying is not for my own benefit, but for yours. It's to ceremonially clean you, to give you life, and make you a Jew. God did that to me, and now it's time to do that to you. This is the year God has chosen me for me to speak up. Everyone who sees you should know by the way you act that you have been visited by the Lord. They should see that the Spirit of God flows through you. If they don't, then you should cry unto God to touch your heart even more, so that it pours out His love. This is a flowing Spirit. It is not a stagnant one that leaves you standing still. It is one that puts you in motion to do even greater things than Jesus has done, if you allow it. Another thing I hate is people who, even though they realize or have been told that a mistake or an injustice has been done, will do nothing to correct it or make amends for it. And the only thing they will do is make it worse by saying they'll see what they can do about it when they have no intention of doing anything. When people give answers like, if there is time, or I'll let you know, it just makes me cringe, because you never find out there is no time until after there is no time. And they never let you know because they know the answer is no. I would rather you just tell me the truth, that you don't intend on doing anything, than have you lied to me, giving me a brush off answer. When you say no, at least you're being man enough to be truthful, and it gives me a chance to keep pleading with you to get some kind of relief. But with a brush off answer, it's just a false sense of hope, and since I'm into real hope, I just feel like cursing you for it. How would it be if when people ask me if they are saved, I told them, I'll let you know, instead of yes or no? If I told them I'll let them know, then no one would get saved. Just like when no one gets justice from you when you say it.